What if the secret to navigating life's challenges wasn't about fighting harder, caring more, or constantly seeking to win, but rather about stepping back, loosening the grip, and allowing events to unfold as they will? Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest Stoic philosophers and a Roman emperor, understood this concept deeply. In his meditations, he provided timeless wisdom on how to master the art of indifference, not as apathy, but as an empowered state of mind that enables you to remain calm, focused, and in control of your inner world, no matter what storms rage outside. Marcus Aurelius wrote for himself, not for an audience. Yet his reflections resonate profoundly with anyone seeking peace amid chaos. His approach to indifference begins with a recognition of what is within our control and what is not. We expend tremendous energy worrying about the opinions of others, clinging to outcomes, or fearing what the future might hold. Marcus's writings remind us that these concerns are external and therefore beyond our power. By cultivating indifference to such externals, we reclaim our energy and direct it toward what truly matters, our own thoughts, actions, and virtues. Imagine the noise of Rome during Marcus's reign. Political scheming, military crises, the ever-present threat of disease and rebellion, all these demanded his attention. Yet Marcus advised himself to remain indifferent to the praise and blame of others, to setbacks and triumphs alike. He understood that clinging to transient events only led to suffering. Instead, he embraced the impermanence of life, seeing it as part of the natural order. Consider his reflection. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. These words capture the essence of the power of indifference. To remain indifferent is to recognize that no external event has the ability to disturb your inner peace unless you allow it. Marcus urged himself to focus on reason, logic, and the pursuit of virtue. By doing so, he could rise above the pettiness of daily conflicts and maintain a clear vision of what truly matters. Indifference, as Marcus Aurelius practiced it, does not mean disengagement. It does not mean abandoning responsibility or becoming emotionally numb. Rather, it is a deliberate choice to not be enslaved by passions, fears, or desires. It is the capacity to care deeply about what aligns with one's values while releasing attachment to outcomes. In other words, you still show up, you still act, but you let go of the need to control what happens next. This mindset is especially powerful in relationships. How often do we let the moods or actions of others dictate our own? Marcus's advice helps us step back. Don't waste the rest of your time here worrying about other people. Unless it affects the common good, it will keep you from doing anything useful. He recognized that we lose ourselves when we try to manage others' opinions or behavior. By remaining indifferent to what lies beyond our control, we maintain our equanimity and respond with greater clarity and compassion. Marcus's practice of indifference also extends to physical and material concerns. In his time, as in ours, wealth and comfort were seen as markers of success. Yet Marcus reminds us that these are fleeting and ultimately insignificant. He wrote, "Loss is nothing but change, and change is nature's delight." He saw life's impermanence not as a tragedy, but as a natural and beautiful process. When we stop clinging to possessions or fearing loss, we free ourselves from the anxiety that often consumes us. The power of indifference becomes particularly striking in moments of adversity. Marcus faced personal and professional challenges that would break most people. He endured the death of children, betrayal by allies, and the relentless pressures of ruling an empire. Yet his writings reveal a man who consistently returned to a place of calm reflection. He saw challenges not as curses, but as opportunities to practice his philosophy. When faced with difficulties, he reminded himself to ask, "Is this something I can change? If not, why let it trouble me?" This principle, accepting what cannot be changed, is at the heart of the Stoic mindset. Indifference allows us to meet life on its own terms, to stop resisting reality, and to find peace in the present moment. For Marcus, this was not just an abstract idea, but a practical tool. By focusing on what he could control, his thoughts, his decisions, his character, he remained grounded even in the most turbulent times. In today's world, the teachings of Marcus Aurelius are more relevant than ever. We are bombarded with information, opinions, and expectations. Social media amplifies the noise, making it easy to become consumed by comparison and judgment. Marcus's philosophy offers an antidote. By practicing indifference to likes and comments, to trends and external validation, we can reconnect with our inner selves. His writings remind us to ask, what truly matters? What aligns with my values? What can I control? The power of indifference also helps us navigate the relentless pace of modern life. We often equate busyness with productivity, believing that constant striving is the only path to success. Yet Marcus's reflections encourage us to slow down, to discern which actions are meaningful, and to let go of the rest. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it, he wrote. This simplicity, choosing what is essential and discarding what is not, is liberating. Practicing indifference requires self-awareness. It begins with observing our reactions. When something triggers frustration, fear, or desire, Marcus's philosophy invites us to pause and ask, why am I reacting this way? Is this within my control? What will matter in the long term? These questions help us detach from fleeting emotions and return to a place of calm. Indifference is not a rejection of emotion, but a mastery of it. Marcus recognized the value of emotions as part of the human experience. However, he cautioned against being ruled by them. Do not let your imagination be crushed by life as a whole, he wrote. Stick with the situation at hand. By focusing on the present moment and maintaining perspective, we can experience emotions without being overwhelmed by them. One of the most profound aspects of Marcus's philosophy is his emphasis on universal interconnectedness. He believed that all things are part of a greater whole, and that each individual has a role to play within this cosmic order. This perspective enhances the power of indifference by reminding us that our personal struggles are small in the grand scheme of things. When we view life from this broader perspective, our attachments and fears begin to lose their grip. Marcus's reflections on death further illustrate the power of indifference. He viewed mortality not with dread, but with acceptance. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live, he wrote. By embracing the inevitability of death, Marcus found freedom to live fully in the present. Indifference to death allows us to appreciate life's fleeting beauty and to act with courage and purpose. To cultivate this mindset, we can draw on practices inspired by Marcus Aurelius. Meditation and mindfulness help us develop awareness of our thoughts and reactions. Journaling, as Marcus did, allows us to reflect on our values and priorities. Gratitude helps us focus on what we have rather than what we lack. These practices reinforce the habits of indifference, helping us let go of what does not serve us. The power of indifference is not about detachment from life, but engagement with it in a wiser, more intentional way. It is about choosing what deserves our energy and attention. Marcus Aurelius showed us that by releasing what we cannot control, we gain clarity and strength to focus on what truly matters. His philosophy offers a timeless guide for finding peace amid life's chaos and living with purpose and resilience. Ultimately, the power of indifference lies in its ability to free us from unnecessary suffering. When we stop clinging to what is fleeting and uncontrollable, we discover a profound sense of freedom. Marcus Aurelius's teachings remind us that the path to inner peace is not through conquest or accumulation, but through the simple, radical act of letting go. As we navigate our own challenges, we can return to his words for inspiration and guidance, finding strength in the calm, steady practice of indifference.